Hi, this is Lana Smith, and I am recording this video for Discussion Board Forum 1, Module 2, where we're talking about Tom's interpersonal patterns, and specifically discussing Tynesha, the little vignette with Tynesha. There are lots of things that I see in there. First of all, if we were to identify her strongest emotion, it would definitely be frustration. She's very frustrated at this pattern that she has in her life, where she is working and going to school and taking care of the kids and taking care of the house and doing everything, where her partner, or the dude that she talks about, sits around and watches videos and plays video games and really does nothing all day. So she's really frustrated, and you can see that it's really a pathologizing interpersonal pattern, or the PIP, where they have this that actually the complementary coupling would be overfunctioning and underfunctioning. Tynesha is definitely overfunctioning, doing so many things, whereas the dude is underfunctioning and not doing anything. We can, as far as behavioral terms, you can see this with Tynesha, where she is working and going to school and taking care of the kids, and there's a lot of things that she does, whereas the dude just sits around and plays the video games. We can also see in Tom's interpersonal pattern where they are starting to have little dips, which are deteriorating interpersonal patterns. And we see that with the children. She says how the children are starting to fight and get in trouble at school, which creates stress for her, because she doesn't want the kids to be taken away from her. If Child Protective Services are called, and she knows why. She's also, another deteriorating interpersonal pattern is that of with her friends. Her friends have been willing to help her, and yet are becoming frustrated themselves, because she keeps this person around. So presumably it's the children's father. She's keeping him around, and yet he doesn't help her. And so we can see really what the pips are. We can see the dips that are happening, and really need to focus. And there are some of the skips that are going on too, because some of the socio-cultural interpersonal patterns that she's describing, with how what the expectations are for her, whereas there aren't any expectations for him. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. So moving on to the next part, if I were to speak to Tynesha, this is probably what I do, is, first of all, Tynesha, it sounds like you have so much on your plate. You are a full-time student, you have a full-time job, you have 2 children that you're taking care of and getting them to and from their appointments. You also have, all the responsibilities that you have in your home. And I can see how it's overwhelming, and I hear the frustration in your voice as you talk about how you need to provide the money for the family, and basically you're doing everything, and it's frustrating because with work, how long are they going to work with you as far as when you need to leave to take your kids? And I understand that your grades are falling. And congratulations for the times that you've been on the dean's list. I can see how that, like you said, that is who you are. And when you say, I can't keep doing this, I really want to be able to collaborate with you and sit side by side and see if we can figure out a way together to maybe change some of these patterns of interaction and behavior within your situation. One thing that we could do is we could do what they call a genogram, where we can take a look and really see what the patterns are generationally. And then we can take a look and see what some of the solutions are. And once we do that, then I think maybe some of this frustration that you seem to be feeling will maybe dissipate. So maybe some of the anxiety will go away, and together we can figure out some solutions to have more for your family, like you want it. You want stuff for your family, and I think together we can figure out a solution to create just that. So I look forward to working with you, and we'll talk again soon in the next session.